These are the craziest NBA hot takes ever. Any hyper-athletic shooting guard, Drexler, Wade, T-Mac, Vince, Harden, three-peats with a Shaq from 2000 to 2002. Kobe was just the right guy in the right place at the right time. This guy mentions one is ridiculous take and underplays how hard it is to win 3 championships in a row, which has never been done since even with all these stacked superior teams that LeBron and KD created. Another user points out that, yeah, this doesn't take away from Kobe winning in 09 and 010. Remember that Kobe prime years 04 to 07 were wasted with poor roster construction, with most of all-time greats had stacked rosters in their prime. Jordan, King, Magic, Bird, Duncan, most of them. It's like what's happening with Jokic now is a travesty. I agree Kobe is not top 5, maybe not top 10, but the way people talk about him is that he's just another T-Mac or VC, or even Wade is just disrespect and revisionist history. Okay, that was a lot to unpack, but here we get into it. This is why I think maybe you can lean towards the hot take. The take suggests that any athletic shooting guard could have been successful next to Shaq, even like Jalen Green, because he's an uber athletic shooting guard. I don't think they three-peat, to be honest with you. It dismisses Kobe's unique skill set and leadership. At first glance, it might seem overly simplistic because each of those players has different play styles, personalities, and fits that could drastically change how the duo performs together. Not everyone would have been able to work with Shaq's dominant play style and help the team gel as Kobe did. But there's also why I could see as a cold take. Players like Dwayne Wade, T-Mac were fantastic in their primes. They still would have had challenges with Shaq's personality and the team dynamics. Kobe Bryant brought more than just athleticism to the table. His skill set, clutch factor, of course, defensive ability, and mental toughness made him uniquely suited to be Shaq's partner during the Lakers three-peat. The chemistry and synergy between the two was a big part of the success. The take overlooks the nuisances of Kobe's specific fit on that team. My overall final conclusion, I guess, is this is definitely a lukewarm take, because while Shaq, of course, was undeniably the engine of those Lakers teams, Kobe was a perfect complement both on and off the court. Players like Wade and T-Mac might have had the athleticism and scoring ability, but Kobe had the extra intangibles, his defense, tenacity, mentality, and leadership that made the partnership work. Saying any hyper-athletic shooting guard would replace Kobe in that scenario doesn't give enough credit to the unique pairing of Kobe and Shaq. Okay, this next one says Carmelo Anthony is not a top 75 player ever. Overrated scorer, career high was only 28.9 points per game. He didn't make teammates better, never took Denver or New York to the finals, no signature playoff games, no signature series, etc. He was basically a poor man's Dominique Wilkins with a better PR. Okay, why I can see this is a hot take. It dismisses Melo's entire career based on a few criticisms. While it's true that he never led his teams to an NBA Finals and didn't have a particularly long playoff run, dismissing him as overrated or a poor man's Dominique Wilkins overlooks his entire elite scoring ability, longevity, and value he provided as one of the best offensive players in his era. He was a 10-time All-Star, won an Olympic gold medal, and is considered one of the most skilled and versatile scorers in NBA history. Why you could potentially see as a cold take, Melo never made it to the finals, of course. His individual success is undeniable, scoring 28.9 points per game for a season, despite being on a team that often underperformed, is a huge accomplishment. Melo also helped elevate the Denver Nuggets into a playoff team year after year. His scoring prowess, versatility, and ability to create his own shot make him one of the best offensive players ever. The no signature playoff game or series is too harsh. While he didn't win a championship, he had notable playoff performances, including leading the Nuggets to the 2009 Western Conference Finals. This is a super hot take for me because it unfairly dismisses Carmelo's contributions and impact on the game. While it's true that he lacked significant playoff success, he was one of the most gifted offensive players of his generation, and his career accomplishments, including scoring titles, multiple all-star appearances, and lasting influence on the game. So he's definitely in the top 75. Melo's career shouldn't be reduced to just postseason success or scoring averages. He had significant influence on his teams and the NBA as a whole, even if he never won a championship. Okay, here's the last take. Ja Morant and Anthony Edwards are destined to join Baylor, Ewing, Barkley, Carmelo, Reggie Miller, and Iverson in the ringless club because their suspect attitudes will derail their careers. Guys, they're like 22 to 25. Chill your beans. Okay, why this is a hot take? This take is a bit upstream because it assumes Ja Morant and Anthony Edwards are guaranteed to fail simply because of their suspect attitudes. It draws a parallel to other great players like Charles Barkley and Reggie Miller, who never won a championship, of course, but it's a massive generalization to predict their futures based on attitudes alone. Both Ja and Edwards are extremely talented players and are still very young, with plenty of potential ahead. The assumptions that their attitudes will be their downfall is speculative and dismissive of their capabilities and work ethic. Okay, why you could see this as a cold take, I guess, while it's true that both Ja and Edwards have shown moments of immaturity or questionable decisions, they have the talent, skill, and potential to lead their teams to championship contention. Predicting their careers are doomed based solely on their attributes is an oversimplification. Both players have the potential to evolve and grow, both on and off the court, of course. The comparison to ringless legends like Barkley and Miller is flawed. Those players had long careers filled with success despite not winning a title, of course. This is definitely a hot take. While it is true that both Ja Morant and Anthony Edwards need to develop their maturity and leadership skills to take it to the next level in their careers, predicting that they will end up in the ringless club is a leap. Players like Iverson, Barkley, and Malone are legends in their own right, of course, but their failure to win a championship doesn't invalidate their greatness, and Ja and Edwards are still very young with plenty of time to grow and improve. The suspect attitude argument may have some merit, but there's also a lot of time left in their careers to prove their worth. And of recently, neither of them have done anything stupid. So overall, I think the user Bad Potato had it right all along, though. Shaq doing it with any athletic shooting guard. Pause. Goodness gracious. He says, I guess we'll never know. To the Carmelo is not a top 75 player ever. He says he posted his averages before the league's offensive explosion has taken off for good. Not much success, but his 2008-9 playoff run was pretty solid. He smoked CP3's Hornets and Dirk's Dallas before dropping to the championship against the Lakers. Not much besides this, but considering that he played in Super Teams era, never being on one, largely due to his own choice, is not the worst result ever. And then his last take, John and never win a chip. I guess we'll know at some point. You can subscribe if you want to. Peace, bye.